I missed it.
You did. Go ahead and start it now.
Welcome to Stoopid Movies, where we watch them so you don't have to.
That's right. Welcome to episode 200. Yeah,
Oh!
This week we watched one of my favorites, Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
Yes, and we got this beautiful Arrow video.
God. This looked so
release.
good. 1988, PG-13, 88 minutes long. Directed by the Chodo brothers. Who starred in it?
Starred Grant Kramer,
Yep.
Suzanne
It's
Snyder.
Mike Tobacco.
Yes, Tobacco. Suzanne Snyder,
Yep.
and then that other dude you liked,
John Vernon.
John Vernon.
John Vernon is Officer Mooney.
Mooney. He's a douche. So we were out making out in a car, not you and I, but we were out in that area where people were doing that, and a shooting star falls down, and a giant tent shows up, and we're at the circus, and things are there. What happened? I just basically told the whole thing.
So up at yeah, that's the movie.
I win! So what did we like about this movie? I'll let you start, since this is one of your all-time favorites.
This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love, just off the bat, the practical effects on this movie. The makeup, the animatronic faces,
Yes.
the tent, the popcorn,
Yeah.
everything. It looks so good.
Yeah, and all the like puppetry that goes into like some of the little popcorn clown head, whatever,
Demons.
demon things, and they look awesome. They're creepy looking. Clowns are awesome, and there's a variety of them. They're goofy but creepy.
And, you know, with that, talking about the look of it, the sets are really good, especially inside the spaceship.
And there's a lot of different sets. You know, you get from here to here to here,
Yep.
and there and there and there, and it
Right.
flows good.
Well, and some of it, like the body storage room, that
Yeah.
looked really cool. And
Right.
then what I'm assuming was the engine room, that big vertical shaft from the beginning. Vertical shaft.
Vertical shaft.
That looked really cool too, even though, I mean, that was a matte painting that they were standing against. But
Right.
still, it looked so cool.
And that helps with the atmosphere of the movie. For, you know, being PG-13, it's a pretty dark, creepy, atmosphere, and the tone is just very, I don't know. But yes, and it's just, yeah, the plot and the story. It's very simple.
Yep.
It's goofy and it's
Alien
silly.
invasion.
Yeah, but it's a fun factor to it. And they highly execute the fun factor. It's highly enjoyable
Yep.
and entertaining.
I loved the kills in this movie.
Yeah.
There's such a wide variety of ways that they killed people off.
The acting is pretty good. I mean, it's kind of corny, cheesy, a little bit.
But it's meant to be.
But it's meant to be.
I liked how funny this was. It
Yeah.
really is. This is a horror comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And it really, really is, because it does have good moments of horror, but it's really funny overall.
And it's well written,
Yeah.
and it flows really well.
Yep.
Which will lead me to the pacing. The pacing in this is solid. It's consistent. It's even. There's really no lull or downtime.
No,
I
it
mean,
moves quick. The music to this goes a long way to help that too, and the
Oh, yeah.
score. It has that carnival da 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 da. You know, that carnival style music. It really goes a long way, and then bringing in, like, you know, the 80s
Yep.
synthesizer sound and
There's-
some guitar.
Yeah. There's a good mix of all of that. You get that just.
And then there is some classic horror movie, like, orchestral background music. Not a
Yeah,
lot, but a
not a
little
lot.
bit. Enough when it needs it.
Right. They
Yeah.
utilize it really well, and pairing that with the atmosphere and the pacing, it just creates this great tone.
Yeah.
And this just fun ride in the clown car. So the production value, so it's a late 80s movie, 88. And, you know, a lot of 80s movies are iffy in the production value, but this one's really well. And then the restoration from Arrow Video just really brings it out and pops, and it looks amazing.
What, if anything, at this circus, what did we not like?
I'm not a big fan of circuses. I'm not. I don't
No.
care for the circus. But anyway, it's PG-13, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, now it doesn't take away from the movie because it's done really well, especially back then. They have more in it than they do
Right.
now. But I really feel if it would have had an R rating, it would have been just a little bit more fun. They could have done more, and that kind of goes with the lack of. It's really light on blood and gore. There really isn't much for that, and it would have been not that it needs it,
But it could have pushed it that little bit more. Well, I have some big dislikes for this movie. And my biggest one is I saw this movie in the theater when it came out in '88. I was 6. I was terrified of clowns for a very long time because of this movie. This movie fucked me up as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm fine now. I don't like clowns, but I don't piss myself in terror anymore when I see them. This was my first horror movie, and I saw it in the theater. And
holds a special place.
It holds a special place in my heart, but it really messed me up when I was a kid. I would love to see, okay, here we are in the 2020s. What's Mike Tobacco doing now?
Right.
What's the cop doing now?
Is he smoking tobacco?
Yeah. I would love to see, 30, 40 years down the road, these clowns come back to Earth. Not these specific ones
because they blew up.
Right. But this species come back to Earth and have just a few people who, I remember this. Right?
That'd be cool.
I would love to see that. Make that happen. A big part of the charm of this movie is, had you been on set, you could have literally reached out and touched the clowns.
Yeah.
And one other complaint that I have, and this is an unintentional side effect. It was not their fault that Insane Clown Posse happened, but Insane Clown Posse came because of this, and I hate them. So, with all that in mind, Rob, what are your final thoughts on this?
All right.
What do you think?
So, I saw this maybe once that I can remember, and it was when I was a kid. So, it's been a long time. I picked up the Arrow release. For whatever reason, hadn't gotten to it yet. So, when he was like, it's 200th episode, we got to do something special. And you were talking about doing some awful indie killer clown movie. And I said, no, please don't.
Killer Clowns from Kansas on Crack, which I have since seen, and it was not good.
Yeah.
Don't.
So I win on that. I deterred him from doing it. So, but I said, you should do another killer clown movie. Do one of your favorites. And you're like, yeah!
Yeah, I got a boner at work.
Yeah, that's true. And I said, I got the Arrow, let's do it. So I'm glad we did it. It's a lot of fun. It's quick paced. It's entertaining. It's funny. It's well written. All that stuff. Yeah, obviously. 8 out of 8. Watch it. It's fun.
Absolutely.
What about you?
Well, this is the first time I've seen this movie this year. I usually watch it at least once or twice a year. I love this movie. I mean, it's so much fun to me. And there's always stuff that I find that it's like, I forgot about this. I love this movie so much. And part of it is because it's what got me into horror. And it screwed me up as a kid. And it does have some nostalgia for me, but even taking that out, it's just a great horror comedy.
Yeah.
It's goofy, it's funny, it's scary at a couple of points. I mean, not a lot of scary, but not like when the little baby clowns pop
that's
out.
creepy.
That was a good jump scene. It's a great movie all around. It's just a lot of fun. Obviously, I would recommend that you watch it. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 8, and I don't even care. It gets just the highest score I will ever give a movie is 10 out of 8. This movie was just perfect.
If you love 80s movies, I mean, this encapsulates.
Encapsulates.
Thank you. I had it right.
Everything that 80s did well.
It has all that in there. So it's awesome. So, you know what to do. Go on to the Facebook.com/StoopidMovies.
Yep. Instagram at StoopidMovies, at The Horror Punk, at Dr. Sketch Turner.
Yep, you can email us at StoopidMovies@outlook.com. You can also go on to Bandcamp if you're watching this and listen to this podcast. Bandcamp.com, StoopidMovies.bandcamp.com. If you're listening, you can go on YouTube, watch us there. No, Killer Clown from outer space, Killer Clown.
Email Rob pictures of your clown penis.
See you next week.